Hello, everybody. Hello. It's about that time. What's going on? Hello, 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 hello. Hi. How are you? How are you? It's coffee with OTWP. I try to do it a couple times a week, but I've been so crazy busy. Crazy, crazy busy. Unica, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. We're going to be talking about winter. You don't really experience winter very much there, but emergencies can still happen. And so I'm going to give people a minute to come in, because winter and extreme cold really is really, really dangerous. And it really does take a little bit of time, like to learn how to deal with the things, like how to drive in the snow. No, yeah, I don't go to work until like 2 in the afternoon. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm making a grocery run today, and I'm also making a winter prepping run to get out to get some things that I need for winter. What's up, Nunya? What's up on the back 20? How's it going, Jake? I thought it'd be the time of the year. The temperatures are dropping here in Colorado. We're down to like 40 degrees this morning. And I think that one thing is that, we need to prepare for winter. We've talked about it before. Like winter can be so dangerous to so many people between hypothermia, frostbite, car accidents, and your car not being in shape. And people don't take the time to get prepped now. I mean, it's October, we're getting ready to go into November, and it's going to get damn right cold. My grandma used to talk about the woolly worms on the roads, like if the woolly worms, the little black furry woolly worms, that if those woolly worms were black this time of the year, that it would be a cold winter. And I think we are, I think we are definitely in for a cold winter. Yeah, we're a prepping channel, Unica. So we talk about getting prepared for weather catastrophes. I'd like to learn more about typhoons and hurricanes because I've been in one hurricane, but it wasn't really, really bad. So, like this morning, I want to talk about like winterizing, getting ready for winter. I have a couple bad windows in this house, for sure. So, I am putting up plastic sheeting for my house. Other than that, I do need some kind of backup heating source because when it's cold in Colorado, it's cold. I like when it snows because it doesn't get as cold as when it's not snowing. But I think a lot of times people overlook the basic things about their cars. I don't have no grandmas left, Unica. I only have my mom. My mom is going to be 82 here in December. Yeah, definitely. Hey, yeah, that's a good tip. We talk about that often about preparing food, but you can also go overboard, on preparing food. What I really want to stay concentrated on this morning, what's up, SLV Prepper, is prepping for a blizzard, prepping your vehicle. This is the time of the year that you should make sure you have good tires, that you make sure your belts are in order, that you make sure you have window washing fluid. I do an oil change this time of the year. I make sure that my car is ready before we go into the deep, deep winter. Usually, I'm changing my oil like every 3 months. Your mom's, hey, what's up, Super Dave? Super Dave. Uh, Hello, Teresita. Yeah. Well, and that's one thing, SLV, that I thought was really interesting about the Philippines. I don't want to get on the Philippines because it's hot and tropical. They're rainy season, things like that. But when we were going up the mountain to Sierra Gardens, the taxi cab actually overheated. And I was like, this is interesting. First, I thought it was some bullshit, right? I thought maybe we were about ready to get jumped and robbed because we were out in the middle of nowhere. And there's some videos on the channel about our trip up and the guy getting a glass liter bottle, and he said this is the gas station. I'm looking at him like he's crazy. But as we went up the mountain, the car started overheating and cutting off, and I was like, shit, we're about to get robbed. That's what was going to happen to me. In skipping 10, we're going to get robbed out here. But really, what happened is they don't use antifreeze, which is very interesting to me. I guess it's very expensive in the Philippines, so they do not use antifreeze. So this is the time of the year. You're right, SLV, to make sure you have antifreeze in your vehicle. You love the Philippines. I love the Philippines. I love the food. I love the culture. I love how they put God and family first. But really, when it comes to prepping, like we seriously need to get on point. You don't want to be stuck out in a blizzard. And if you do get stuck, this is the time of the year you should have a get home bag. You should also have a sleeping bag or a blanket. You should have extra water. You should have maybe some granola bars, some kind of snack pack. And if you cannot move your vehicle and you decide to turn your car on and off, you want to make sure that your tailpipe is not covered up with snow. Great way to get carbon monoxide poisoning. Also, this might be the time of the year, and we talk about it usually at this time of the year, is checking your smoke detectors, checking your carbon monoxide detector, things like that. Wow. Wow, Teresa. You'll get allergies when it happens. No, I don't. I only have hay fever. I'm allergic. I'm allergic, like, to pollen. What? Hey, B-boy, Yahoo! What state are you in, SLV? SLV, you need to. Are you married? If you're not married, you need to go find you a Filipino. You'll be the happiest ever. You got to find the right Filipino, though. There's some gold diggers, maybe diamond diggers in the Philippines, but there's a lot of good ones. Oh, you are in Colorado. What part? Maybe we should have a Rocky Mountain High get together next year. Now, that would be a kick in the ass, wouldn't it? I need a new tripod. Yeah. Saki, have you been in the snow before? I cannot wait to see Tin in the snow. I bet you she's going to be like, what the hell is this? Telluride, nice. Um, I want to go river rafting again this spring or summer too. Like down by the gorge. The first time I went to Browns Canyon. It's like mellow waves. I think it's like class 3 and 4. But when Tin's here, I definitely want to take her to the gorge. And I want to take her to Pikes Peak. Some really cool places. It snows. It snows in Japan. Yeah, I've seen some videos. You need to videotape it, Saki, this winter. So we can see. River rafting's a kick in the ass is what it is. You'd be there, Nunya? Oh shit, Nunya on the back 20 coming to an OTWP get together. That may just have to happen. We would have a fucking ball. Oh, did I say fuck? I did. Southern Indiana. You know, I'm missing a few things about the cabin. You know what I'm missing about the cabin? That rough ass road that went up to the cabin. It was so great on my car. It was the best thing on my car. It screwed up the struts. It tore off my bumper. It screwed up the muffler. I miss that fucking road. Bullshit. If there is a next year, yeah. That's why, Nunya, you need to take off and go to France, and I need to take off and get my ass over back to the Philippines. Tin's so crazy. Victoria, good morning, good morning. Tin's so crazy. Last night she said, just come back to the Philippines because we're working on all the paperwork. Now we found out, shit, there's a lot of steps to get her here, even on a tourist visa. So, and then it's going to take like another 6 weeks. What's up, Scruffy's up in the house? So she said, just come over here, let's get a cheap hotel, and we'll eat Jollibee and McDonald's for the whole week. She's like, it doesn't matter. We'll save money that way instead of traveling back to Ormic. But if I'm in the Philippines, I want to go home and see Jack. I love Jack, man. There's a lot of BS coming, you know, but really stay on point this winter, y'all. Like, really, really This is the time to get stuff done because shit is going way, way up in price, like more and more. And gas here in Colorado, tune in, y'all. Tell me what price gas you're seeing. It's 3.54 right now here in Colorado for gas. It took 10 years for Annie. Cross. Cross. Well, shit, Scruffy, that's a great idea because if I brought her over the border, maybe we'd get that $5,000 Visa card. She'd get a free cell phone. Hold on. What else do they get? Oh, $500 a night hotels. I wonder how many nights we could go in the damn hotel. $500 a night for hotels. And they feed you. Shit, that could be living the good life, Scruffy. We talked about that caravan before here on Off the Wall. Like, let's go on a prepper caravan and we all haul ass to the southern border. We jump across the border and we come back across and we get our $5,000 visas. But I forgot about the free cell phone. $239. Shit, Nunya, that's cheap. No, serious, Saki. That's what we're giving people that come across the border illegally in the United States. And then they wonder why we're going for broke. I mean, everything is so expensive right now. And this is one thing I do not like about this little house, is I got my electric bill and it's, no, water, sewer, trash. Okay, first of all, at the cabin, the sewer was free. Trash was free because I burnt the shit. And water, I hauled in. Here, my water is really cheap, like 40 bucks a month when I was paying like what, 100, I think at the worst time. I paid one load of water at the cabin, $200. Here, to flush my to flush the toilet, it's like $100. Are they out of their minds? Come on now. And then they're going to recycle that and put it back out in our drinking water. I mean, that's nasty, man. It is. It's expensive. But this, your electric is zero. I'm running, Nunya. I brought the solar lights from the cabin. My electric bill, when I went down there for the first time to pay it, the lady's like, "How are you getting your electric so cheap?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, usually that house is between 150 to 200, right? So my electric is like 45, 50 bucks a month. So they're trying to figure out how I did it. Well, dumbasses, at night, all my solar lights turn on. I don't use lights, you know? Yeah, and you got your well and a backup system. I mean, you're on it, Nunya. You're on it. What about your trash? Probably you have to haul off trash with the campground and stuff. I bet. Oh yeah, the value of money everywhere is too low, Saki. And I mean, as the American dollar crumbles, this is why people better be financially ready because as the American dollar crumbles, right? That's when the whole world is going to get freaking rattled up. Yeah, well, and Scruffy, honestly, like I have my Alexa Pure set up with my water. I have backup cases of water. Today I'm going on another run, so I'm getting more water. Just getting prepped for winter. I got enough food to last me for freaking ever. I mean, like honestly, I've been eating my preps. Um, and then my neighbor is so kind, they keep bringing me over fresh vegetables. They live like straight across the street. Nice old guy. He keeps bringing me vegetables. So yesterday he brought me cherry tomatoes and peppers and squash, and so that's really cool too. Yeah, I actually I took one of those to Tin Saki, and so she has the light bulb that you plug in, and I have like three of them. So you plug them into an electrical socket, like your lamp or whatever, and then if the power goes out, they're already charged up, and then they turn on. So I have those two. I have one in the kitchen, but the big thing is like it's funny. I don't even have this lamp plugged in, y'all. I don't have that lamp plugged in, but I have my solar light up there. So at night it illuminates like the lamp's on. So that's pretty cool. This is a cute little house. This is an interesting freaking heater though for a house. It's gas. So it cost me $14 last month. I don't think it's going to be a lot. And then I put in that little window AC because it used to have central air. It doesn't have central air anymore. I'm getting ready to put a bookcase right here. That's why all my books are stacked up, because I kept the important ones. It is. It's a nice little place, and there's Trooper's little house over there. That's where he sleeps. Um, I just bought that. And I'm really just. Tin keeps telling me don't worry about cleaning, and every Sunday I do the same thing. I clean off the bed, get the bedroom all clean, and by Friday, boom, it's a tornado. Hubby retired last fall, totally debt free, but stuff breaks, and yeah, you still got to go. And Scruffy, it is a nice little setup, but you want to know? I don't know if you were on that live the other day, Scruffy. Really funny is that in the kitchen, just like in the cabin, the damn washing machine is in the kitchen. So that's kind of interesting that I moved to another place without seeing the whole interior because I wanted a house, and I jumped on it because houses like go really quick here in Colorado, especially for the price I'm paying for this place. But I thought it was hilarious. I get here and I'm like, I guess I'm still home, right? I guess I'm still home. I'm really happy being home in Colorado. I missed Colorado. And I'm really looking forward to some winter adventures, especially once Tin gets here. Pray for us, lift us up, because it's like a lot of bullshit to get her here. It is a lot of bullshit. But I want to take her to Glenwood Springs, to the hot mineral baths. And and there's caves, and you go in and you rent a cave, and it's just you. And then I want to go to take her to Casa Bonita, which I'll be going to Casa Bonita here in December. They revamped the whole restaurant. It's been there since the 70s. Cool place. They actually have cliff divers in the restaurant, so that place is really cool. Um, but I think when we're talking about winter preps, I sold my shovel. I didn't realize I sold my shovel in one of the auctions, but it's not here. So that's something I need to go get today, is a snow shovel. And I'm just prepping up more and more stuff for winter. I don't really need batteries, flashlights. Definitely don't need food. Definitely don't need first aid. Um, Especially with the way my diet's changed. Things are really looking up for you. Scruffy, there comes a point and I hate it. I mean, I'll be honest, I hate some of the things that happened in the past. But everybody has to find their own way, and I've realized I've realized Tribe Billionaire, what's up? FF God 2.2. I've realized that in this life, we can try and try to make someone happy, but really you have to make yourself happy. And then once you make yourself happy, then you hopefully find someone that's happy too. Depression is real for a lot of people. PTSD is real for a lot of people like me. And I know that I'm hard to deal with sometimes because of PTSD. But, I have good things coming on the military aspect. I hired a lawyer out of New York City, pro bono, and they looked at my record, and Nunya, I got to tell you, and everyone else, they're saying that I'm entitled from what happened to me in the military to 20 to 30 years back pay. Do y'all know how life changing that could be for me? Um, I have been fighting for, well, I fought the first couple years when I got out of the military, and then they turned me down, and I was like, just screw the government, screw the military. Everyone knows I'm pretty anti. I'm not for the Democrats. I'm not for the Republicans because they both suck shit. They're for the rich. They're not for the middle class. They're not really representing the people anymore. So that I really came to a conclusion is really how this country is. If you're a lobbyist, if you're the rich, if you're the elite, then you get what you want. If you're the middle class and the poor, I'm seeing it day in and day out. So many of these people that are poor, if you take a rich person and a poor person and put them in the same court, for the same crime. The rich person gets off and the poor person goes to prison. The prison is a money-making, hungry machine. And as long as you're in that machine, you're screwed. I personally, I'm going to fight tooth and nail against the United States government to get my military benefits that I deserve. I had major things happen to me, from hearing loss to a torn meniscus to back injury to PTSD. All those injuries were caused from the military. And I broke both of my hands. I broke both of my arms. I got a cut across my head. I had so many things happen to me from that car accident, and it was military related. So I'm going to fight until I can't fight anymore. So I think that this attorney in New York City is a great step. If we can hand $5,000 Visa cards to illegals, why can't we take care of our own people? Why can't we take care of our military? Why can't we take care of our disabled, people on Social Security? Why are we seeing more and more homeless in the United States? Why are we not doing something instead of putting people in prison and in DOC? Why are we not doing more rehab clinics and treatment centers to get them off of drugs? Why aren't we stopping the fentanyl at the southern and the northern border? Why are we not doing those things? Why are we not fighting for better public education for kids instead of teaching them they can be a furry? I don't care, and I've said it a million times on this channel. It doesn't matter to me if you're gay, straight, or bisexual. That's between you and the maker. But what matters is you don't indoctrinate a bunch of little kids. Here I go. Prepare for takeoff. You do not indoctrinate children that they can be whatever they can want to be. That's bullshit and it's wrong. But it started in sports about 10 years, 12 years ago when everybody's a winner. No, that's a fucking lie. Everyone is not a winner. People lose every day. People lose every day in life. People lose financially. People lose their health. People lose in relationships. We were not born with a silver spoon in our mouth or up our ass. We are humans and things happen. But when we bring up a generation of kids that think they can be whatever they want and they can have a litter box in the classroom, there's a fucking problem. There is a fucking problem with society when you pat everybody on the back and tell them it's okay to do that shit. It's not okay. It is not okay to be that way with your kids. Kids need a whooping. I'm not saying beating, but they need a spanking. They need rules and guidelines just like everyone in society. And if you don't have rules in a society, you have what I'm dealing with day in and day out. Last night, we had over 30 people out of 170 in our facility that thought they were going to do what they wanted. What did we do? We put them on lockdown because you're going to listen. And in society, you can't be what you want to be all the time. You can't be a furry. You can't be those things. And they're feeding kids this line of bullshit that it's okay. If you lose a sport, it's all right. I'm still taking you for an ice cream and pizza. Bullshit, you lost. Try harder next time. Why are we pacifying everybody? But see, we have a society that really, when it boils down to it, we are a society of capitulating assholes. We have been so pacified by all the bullshit. Oh, you can't get up in the morning, here's a pill. You can't go to sleep at night, here's a pill. We are making drug addicts. We are making people become alcoholics because of the shit we do. Pharmacy, big farm, keeps getting bigger. Why? Because if I pacify you with some drugs, dude, you're going to be numb. The things that happened during 2019 were a test run for the world. And that test run is getting bigger and bigger, and it's going to become reality. I'm not talking about like that, but seriously, the girls need to fucking stop thinking they are unicorns. That's some funny shit. If you work hard, yeah, man, I agree with you. If you work hard, if you fucking work hard, you can, people used to tell my brother, you can't go to Harvard because you're not rich enough. You can't be a doctor because you're not rich enough. What is my brother today? He has his PhD. He is a doctor in the mind. He is very, very smart, but he worked his ass off. He ate popcorn on his fucking Sears card through college to make it because my mother could not afford it. They got him grants. He ate Taco Bell like daily. Dude hung in there, and now he is doctor. And he earned it, and he worked hard for it. He's also a third-degree black belt. Now he's one step under me in the black belt in Taekwondo. No bullshit. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I'm a white belt. He's taught me a lot. My granddaughter said she was a furry in class. This is a red state, rural farm town with literal Amish buggy hitches at gas stations. It's everywhere. Yeah, crazy. Oh, TikTok. Here we go. Here we go, Nunya. Nukes for Israel approved. You know, that's another problem in the United States is that we went from being the global referee to the global police. And every time one of these countries we go in and fight them, we pay to rebuild them. And the United States has no checks and balances. Our debt, maybe I'll do a special, but our debt is so off the chart. And as China and all the other countries align with BRICS and they keep dumping in the treasury and the treasury bonds, when it happens, when it fully happens, not only our country, but the whole world is going to be shaken. Right now, if you look around the world and you really look at the finances around the world, most countries are in debt up to their eyeballs, up to their ass, and they're going for broke. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, our border is a disaster. But see, until some changes happen in the government, it's not going to matter, honestly. Like we can only change how we react to things. We can't change the way the big government is the tyrannical overreach, the things that they're doing to people. We cannot not honestly change that at all. We can't. We can only prepare ourselves and our family, and that's really, really important. You know, I think one of the biggest things on my agenda, like Agenda 2030, my own agenda, OTWP agenda, is one, to keep getting out of the matrix. Yes, we have monthly bills, right? We all do. But you learn how to cut those monthly bills down. And I think that's where our grandparents had it right, is they lived within their means. In our society today, it's here's a credit card, there's a credit card, everyone have a credit card. So that keeps you enslaved to the machine. And when you're enslaved to the machine, you don't have real freedom. And I think real freedom is really, really important, is to utilize your dollars really for cash, not for credit. There should be only two things that you really ever buy using credit, and that's a home and a car. And you don't do that unless you really absolutely have to. There's a super chat button at the bottom where you can join as a member, man. The U.S. is screwed. We soon will pay more on interest debt than, yeah, yeah, man. And you know what, Teresa? Like, you know, you've been on the channel a while. As I used to show the debt calendar and stuff, it's really important for us to pay attention to what's happening because it's going like this. And the more it teeters, we talked about the four elements of becoming a third world country. We have three down, we have one to go. When the American dollar crumbles, that's it, it's done. And that's why it's so important to not only get the things, because the things are going to break down, the things are going to have to be repaired, just like you said, Teresa, but to learn the effing skills, to really learn the skills. And I'm talking skills of hunting, fishing, foraging, first aid, CPR, skills of how to build. Everybody has a skill that they can contribute to society when it crumbles. And that's one thing that I found really interesting in the Philippines. And I will say this, it's really interesting to me. Instead of you going and buying a new pair of glasses, they fix them. over and over and over until they can't. 10 has a pair of tennis shoes that she's fixed over and over and over. A man sits on the street and actually fixes tennis shoes. He'll actually take your tennis shoe and reapply all of the rubber to it. See, I think that we have become a country of waste. Like we throw out things, boom. Oh shit, I don't like it, boom, throw it away. All those things that you're throwing away, if you made $1, not being greedy, right? Make $1, make $3, $5, and you sell them on Macari, eBay, whatever platform, and you're making a little bit of extra money off shit that's just sitting around, that will accumulate into a nice little nest egg cash pile. And I think that that's something that we all really need to look at too. Um, I've been going through things and I'm looking at things and I'm like, you know what? I haven't wore this shirt in 3 years. Why do I have it? I'm looking at my slacks, my jeans, all of those things. And I'm looking at other things that are laying around like odds and ends. And I'm selling them. I'm getting rid of them. Because we become so materialistic in the United States that it's always gimme, 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 buy, buy, buy. And that's a trap too. You know, think about how much money, like during the Super Bowl and different sports activities, that these advertisers put on to show you it over and over and over because it's a subliminal message. Just think about how YouTube, Facebook, and other platforms actually track who we're watching so they can throw advertisements at you so that pretty soon you see that advertisement so much it becomes subliminal and you want to go and buy that shit. You know, there's so many things that happen around us that we're unaware of. We talked about it one night, like all the different signs, like on Oreo cookie, satanic sign that's been on Oreo cookie forever. Candies, sodas, all these things have subliminal messages to us. They proved way back in the 1960s and the 1950s that those subliminal messages actually make an impact on us without us even knowing. Cash is trash. Exactly. Well, and a lot of stuff is trash too. Nunya. A lot of stuff is bullshit stuff. You know, I look around and I look at, I guess I did a comparison of from how people are living in the Philippines to how we're living. And we bitch and moan and complain so much. Shame on us, Americans. Shame on us, spoiled ass Americans. That's what I have to say about that. Like, it's time for all of us to do something different. And I think the most important thing is that you don't need the new iPhone every year. Don't let them feed you a bill of bullshit goods. And that's hard to do. That's really hard to do. I think land is a really important thing, Nanya, placed throughout the United States, not in just one state, so that you have a backup plan, so that you have a way to make revenue off the land. You know, there's lots of things that we can do to make our situations better. Cash cars, which I know, Nanya, that you're the same, cash cars. You don't have to go buy the 2024. You can find a nice 2017, 16, whatever, and make it last and pay cash for it. The matrix is deep. The matrix is very deep. I can't stay on long. I have a busy day and I don't work until 2 o'clock. But you know, the most important thing is to prep for winter. Get ready for winter. Don't be the one that's sitting at home and the roads are shut down and everything else, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get gas, how you're going to start your car. Oh, my tires are bad. I know everybody can't afford everything at one time. You know, everybody's financially in a different mindset. But the most important thing is to do the legwork, make a checkoff list and figure out what's priority and go from there. You turn 70th on the 15th. Okay, so you're one day ahead of 10. You got to lighten the load. And well, and I think, you know, that's a real sense of freedom, Scruffy. It's a real sense of freedom when you get rid of shit that you really don't need, right? Also, you folks, just to touch on the winter prepping just a little bit, Remember that snow is a true insulator. So if you get stuck out in it, remember that snow can actually protect you from the elements and you can use it for a shelter. And don't eat the snow. Definitely don't eat the yellow snow. That's just a tip. And sorry, Russia, but alcohol does not warm you. So that's an old wise tale. But don't eat the yellow snow. It's kind of like pissing into the wind. Don't do it. It's very dangerous. And if you're stuck out in the elements, conserve your energy. Be very cautious of the things that you're doing when you're out there. I think that one of the most important things that we talked about 3 years ago was heat or eat. And as we see the United States crumble, it's going to come down to that more and more and more. Before I get off here, I want to put this out to you, Scruffy, because I didn't know it was your birthday. And well, this goes out to you, Scruffy Scrubs. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday. I hope you have the best freaking birthday that you had, the best birthday ever. And oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Oh, where is my song? No, I'm not singing. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Happy birthday, baby. Let's see if we can get it to go. I'm on my phone, so I got this new iPhone. Oh, I went in debt. No, I didn't. I paid for it. But I did get an iPhone. I'm glad to be back on an iPhone. I like it. Okay. Uh-oh. Here we go. Well, happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, Scruffy, Scruffy, Scrubs. Happy birthday to you. And we do mean it, Scruffy. Okay, hold on. I got to do one. Okay, let's do an upbeat song. I'll have to delete it at the end, but it's okay. Here we go. Stevie Wonder sang it best. Hey, here we go. Taking it on out with a happy birthday shout out to our one and only Scruffy Scrubs. We're gonna pull. Let me see what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the disco. Happy birthday, Scruff. You know we love you. Keep on bringing the truth. Don't worry if they knock you down. Everybody gets knocked down. It doesn't make much sense, Scruffy, the shit that's going on in the world. There really ought to be a law against the government and the overreach bullshit. Anyone that takes offense can kiss the OTWP's ass. But it's your celebration, Scruffy. And I say, happy freaking birthday, Scruffy Scrubs. We can set aside some bullshit and come back together as Americans, as good people, and show how much we love you, Scruffy. Happy birthday, Scruffy. Happy birthday, Scruffy. Happy birthday, Scruffy, Scruffy. George, sing with me. Did you like that? Happy birthday, Scruffy, Scruffy, Scrubs. Everyone have a great day. I will see you all this weekend. Maybe if you all would go smash the thumb, shit, we could have trivia. I got to see at least 30, 40 thumbs up. We need to have a good game. But don't forget, maybe some bullshit will come your way this year. And when it does, just sing, we don't give a shit. Everybody, everyone have a great day. Keep on doing the dang thing. Big prepper hugs. And Scruffy, Scrubby. Scruffy, Scrubby. We love you. Happy birthday, Scruffy Scruffy. Oh, I'm looking wonderful today. Take it out with a little bit of OTWP dancing. Scruffy, it's all for you, baby. Happy birthday. Love you. Love everybody. Be the light, love, and hope for someone today. Open the door. Be a nice person. Don't be an a-hole. Well, maybe. Anyway, y'all, love hard, forgive often, and do the dang thing on a daily basis. God bless you from here in Colorado to wherever you're at. Make it count. Do the dang thing, OTWP. Till next time. Bye, Scruffy. Bye, Coco Guru. Victoria. Hold on, let's put a little accent on it. Georgie Mitchell. Jake on the back 20. Teresa, much love. Skipping 10. The Bear Kid. Bye, y'all. Peace.